Dear Sagittarius, your financial luck in March 2026 will be determined by your finger. Welcome to the channel for zodiac signs and wealth guidance. Today's horoscope video is for you, Sagittarius, in March 2026. Mr. Aoyama, please share the details. Thank you. Now, let's introduce your horoscope. First, let me say one thing clearly: you have run an incredible race so far in life. You've looked forward more than anyone else, taken more challenges than anyone else, and never stopped even when filled with anxiety. Sagittarius is ruled by expansion and the future, with Jupiter as your ruling planet. By nature, you are destined to attract large-scale wealth. However, 2025 was a long period of preparation and trials, but that is about to change. In March 2026, the Sun, Venus, and your ruling planet Jupiter will simultaneously activate your action sector. This is no coincidence, so please listen until the end. And if you're even slightly interested now, subscribe to the channel first March, where those who take action will be rewarded. Furthermore, if your right hand feels even a little noteworthy while watching this video, leave a short comment below. Sagittarius will surely receive it. It will be a declaration to your future self. Wealth luck doesn't wait. It explodes when you take action. The switch to activate it lies on a specific finger of your right hand. We'll clarify why this finger is crucial at this time and the specific changes happening in March one by one. Enjoy until the end. Now, let's carefully interpret your horoscope. First, let me repeat it clearly: you have run an incredible race so far. You did well is an understatement. You are someone who never stops. You've looked forward more than anyone, challenged more than anyone, and kept searching for the next scenery more than anyone. There must have been countless moments where it would have been understandable to break down. Anxiety that no one else can understand, even if you explain it. Pain of wanting to change but being unable to. Frustration of having dreams that reality can't keep up with. Yet you never give up. Once you decide, you stand up again. You turn wounds into experiences and move forward. That is the nature of the Sagittarius soul. Sagittarius rules expansion and the future. Jupiter, your ruling planet, is the planet of growth, expansion, and development. By nature, you are destined to encounter great luck at some point in life. But here's the key: Sagittarius financial luck doesn't just fall from the sky like blind fortune. Sagittarius is a sign where luck turns only when you move, where financial opportunities open only when you take challenges, and where you must go out to seize luck waiting ahead. That's why you work hard, in a unique way that others can't understand, prioritizing possibility over stability, the future over maintaining the status quo, and expansion over protection. You've repeated this choice countless times, haven't you? But in recent years, especially 2025, you've likely spent a long time not being your true self. You wanted to move but couldn't. You wanted to change but couldn't. You wanted to challenge but had to put practical matters first. Not now. I'm not ready yet. After I finish this, you've temporarily dimmed the fire within you and endured. This isn't because you were weak. On the contrary, it's because you were strong. Sagittarius loves freedom yet takes on responsibility. You chase your dreams while carrying others' expectations. You put on a cheerful face while struggling desperately inside. Because you can do this, you've been seen as someone who can keep running. But in return, fatigue accumulates in places no one sees. Why aren't results catching up even though I'm working so hard? My direction must be right. But there must have been days when you swallowed these feelings. It's okay, this time was not wasted. 2025 was most likely a year of preparation for Sagittarius. In other words, the qualities and karmic circuits within you were quietly rearranged. And now, the main event begins. This flow is about to shift. March 2026 will be a month where the air clearly changes for you. Astronomically speaking, the factors moving your luck will align simultaneously this March. The key players are the Sun, Venus, and Jupiter. These three will converge to flip the switch on your luck. The Sun represents the spotlight, your role as the protagonist of life, and how you shine. Venus rules abundance, value, charm, and the flow of money. Jupiter, your ruling planet, symbolizes expansion, tailwinds, development, and growth. What happens when these three activate together? Simply put, your value will be revealed and recognized, and returned to you as abundance. This flow is highly likely to occur. In other words, March 2026 is a month where your actions for your future will come back to you as money, opportunities, and chances. And here's the very Sagittarius-like part: this abundance isn't just about temporary income. It could mean more sources of income, a promotion at work, increased value due to higher recognition, valuable connections leading to big opportunities, or doors opening to the next stage. Your financial luck may explode in these ways. Why is explode the right word? Because Sagittarius luck spreads like a ripple, not a single point. Small triggers create a chain reaction that expands like a wave. One encounter leads to the next, and then to something even bigger. One decision changes your entire world. Sagittarius luck usually unfolds this way, not gradually, but with a sudden expansion of possibilities. That's why March 2026 is the month to move in your destined direction. Steer toward the future, and let that action flip the switch on your financial luck. However, there's a common pitfall many Sagittarians fall into: trying to prepare perfectly before making a big move. Of course, preparation is important, but Sagittarius luck starts to flow for those who take action before preparation is 100% complete. Because Sagittarius rules travel, adventure, paths, and learning, luck responds when you jump into the journey. In short, March 2026 is a month where you take the first step, even with anxiety, try even without certainty, and move even if things aren't perfect. Then, information will gather, allies will appear, and paths will open up where you acted. This is the correct way to unlock Sagittarius financial luck. If you're thinking, I get it, or that's exactly me, the flow has already begun. So please listen until the end. And I want you to make one promise now: your financial luck in March 2026 will be determined by your finger. It's hard to believe, but there's a solid reason. In astrology, there are switches to ground cosmic energy into reality. One of them is symbols of the body. Hands, in particular, are often portals to shaping fate. The right hand represents materialization, society, results, and outward power. The index finger symbolizes will, choice, decision, and the power to point direction. Sagittarius luck stagnates when you hesitate and starts moving the moment you decide. Therefore, for you, the index finger of your right hand is a place that points to the future and a lever that attracts success. This symbolism is especially strong now because it aligns with the planetary alignment. The Sun pushes you forward, Venus calls forth value and abundance, and Jupiter blows a tailwind of expansion. In other words, March is a month where declaring I choose this directly leads to increased income. The index finger of your right hand points direction, so March is when your declaration of choice translates to more money. Making faster decisions is proof that you're ready to receive. The theme this time isn't patience. You're switching from the one who endures to the one who receives, from the one who chases to the one who attracts, and from the one who hesitates to the one who decides. The switch for this transformation is a specific finger on your right hand. In the next chapter, we'll clarify 7 specific changes happening in March 2026 as relatable experiences. What will begin within you, where the flow of money will shift, and when signs to decide will appear. If even one applies to you, Your financial luck is already in motion. Let's begin. Chapter 7 Specific Changes in March 2026 First. A quick question, Mr. Ayama. Will Sagittarius really switch to the receiving side? Aren't we always the ones chasing? That's true. Sagittarius is basically a chasing sign, chasing the future, possibilities, and ideals. But after chasing for so long, you can't help but think, when will I get to receive? Exactly. Even though you're working hard, you feel like something's missing. Right. But March 2026 is different. The planets are aligning to say, you've run enough, now it's your turn to receive. But how do we know a big miracle will happen? We don't, but Sagittarius luck doesn't make a grand entrance. Instead, it starts quietly in daily life. That small that's odd feeling is the sign. Small feeling. Yes. Feeling a bit more positive. A little lighter. Or having more thoughts of maybe ill try, that's the switch to the receiving side. Exactly. Before a big miracle, there's always a subtle sense of unease in daily life. You may have been the one chasing until now, seeking opportunities, expanding support, and moving forward on your own. But March 2026 is different. Suddenly, opportunities come to you. You're chosen, and decisions are placed in your hands. This is the shift to the receiving side. So what form will these changes take? Here are 7 specific ones. Sudden motivation returns one morning. You wake up thinking, I want to move. Until now, things felt a bit heavy. Thinking about the future made you tired or cautious. But in March, a positive impulse returns for no reason. You want to tidy your room, review your schedule, or resume unfinished tasks. This happens when your action sector is activated. When switching to the receiving side, people first feel the urge to move, naturally stepping forward from a waiting posture. This is the first change. Increased communication. Suddenly, someone you haven't heard from in a while contacts you. Messages like long time no see, referrals, or small invitations. Sagittarius is a sign where luck is driven by people. When financial luck moves, people move first. The key here is not to brush off small contacts because you're not in the mood. The receiving side treats small connections as seeds. Just a simple thank you, I'm happy is enough. That reply will invite the next development. Money talks come your way suddenly. Specific discussions about money arise. Negotiations on rates, salary reviews, side hustle opportunities, or invitations to give it a try. Until now, you might have hesitated. Am I ready? Is it too soon? But in March, you can respond positively. I'll do it. I'll consider it. Or that sounds interesting. This is the mindset of the attracting side. Less hesitation, and being able to sincerely accept your own value. This opens the circuit for financial luck. A place you want to visit pops into mind suddenly. A place appears in your thoughts. A cafe you've never been to, a seminar, a travel destination, or an event. Sagittarius financial luck is linked to movement. That vague sense of incurious is important. When entering the receiving side, your intuition clears, hesitation fades, and direction becomes clear. And in that place, you'll meet people, information, or opportunities. Sagittarius financial luck doesn't unfold just at home, it moves when you go out. You want to touch your wallet. Strangely enough, this is very common. You want to organize your wallet, take out receipts, look for a new wallet, or neatly arrange your money. This is unconscious preparation for I am ready to receive. The receiving side first tidies the vessel that will hold abundance. If you feel the urge to touch your wallet in March, it's a sign that financial luck is approaching. You notice the numbers 8, 9, or 11. These numbers repeatedly catch your eye on receipts, clocks, or license plates. 8 equals abundance, 9 equals completion, and new beginnings. 11 equals doors. This is a precursor to a financial dino effect, not a coincidence. Sagittarius is a sign of expansion. Once in the flow, Synchronicities increase. When you think, that's odd, act immediately afterward. That's the posture of the deciding side. Faster decision-making. This is the biggest change. Hesitation fades. You can decide on something you were on the fence about buying, choose to do something you were hesitant about, or even say no. Sagittarius financial luck expands the moment you decide. The index finger of your right hand points direction, so month where declaring I choose, this directly leads to more income. Faster decisions are proof that you're ready to receive. How do you feel? If even one of these makes you think maybe this is happening to me, it's no coincidence. Before a big miracle, there are always quiet omens, and those omens are already within you. So what does switching to the receiving side really mean? It's not about sudden refunds. First, your inner posture changes. Switching to the receiving side means less hesitation, sincerely accepting praise, and letting go of self-deprecation. Entering the attracting side means not pushing opportunity away, not giving up before trying, and catching the ball when it comes. Standing as the deciding side means not waiting for perfection, not waiting for zero anxiety, and being able to say, I choose this even for small things. Sagittarius luck expands the moment you decide. It stops while you hesitate and flows when you choose. That's why a specific place becomes important in March, a place to materialize your will and point to the future. We'll share the full meaning at the end of the next chapter. If you're feeling less hesitant, wanting to follow your intuition, or less afraid to decide, the flow has already begun. You're moving from the chasing side to the receiving side, from the hesitating side to the deciding side. You're standing at this turning point, and March 2026 is the month to turn this inner change into real money flow. In the next chapter, we'll share clear signs of your financial luck starting to move. Don't miss it. The real event begins here. Chapter 3: 9 signs your Sagittarius financial luck has started moving. Dear Sagittarius, now the real event begins. Mr. Oyama, I kind of understand the changes in Chapter 2, but will this really move my financial luck? Great question. Kind of understanding is the entrance, but from here, it turns into certainty. Certainty. Yes, the feeling that this is definitely about me, that you can't escape. If the changes in Chapter 2 felt vague, this part will make you realize this is 100% me. So this is when things really start moving. Yes, Sagittarius financial luck aligns before it explodes. Aligns, posture aligns, and then reality moves. In March 2026, Sagittarius financial luck won't explode suddenly. First, your inner energy aligns. Hesitation fades. You stop doubting the future, and its impossible fades quietly. Then, signs appear in your body and daily life. Signs in the body. Yes, because financial luck is real energy. Your body reacts before your mind. So if you know these signs, you can notice them, and those who notice can ride the flow. Here are 9 signs if even one applies. It's already started quietly but surely. Sagittarius financial luck accelerates from the moment you notice. Let's check which ones are already moving within you. The real event begins now. Sign 1: you wake up a little refreshed. Have you had days recently where you wake up feeling lighter? It doesn't have to be perfect, just a sense of maybe it's not as heavy as before. Sagittarius is a future-oriented sign. When hope for the future returns, your mornings change. Waking up is a thermometer of your soul. If you feel even a little lighter, your luck has started moving forward. Sign to your right hand feels noteworthy. Have you been unconsciously looking at your right hand lately? Wanting to apply hand cream frequently? Noticing your rings? Or wanting to tidy your hands? The right hand is the hand of reality. Financial luck doesn't move with thoughts alone when real circuits open. People unconsciously want to tidy their hands. This is a very strong sign. Sign 3: you want to look up at the sky. Sagittarius is a sign of the sky. If you've been noticing sunsets lately, staring blankly at clouds, or reacting to natural light, Those moments are proof that your expansion luck has returned. Looking at the sky means seeing possibilities. Financial luck doesn't enter closed-off people. It comes to those who look up. Sighing for you want to buy shoes. This is surprisingly common. Wanting new sneakers. Updating your heels. Or discarding old shoes. Shoes represent your destination. Sagittarius' financial luck is linked to movement. Wanting new shoes is preparation for the next stage. If you feel this urge, it's very close. Sign 5. You want to schedule plans until now. You might have thought it'll wait and see or maybe next time. But recently, you feel a positive urge to just book it or let's meet. When entering the receiving side, people create frames for the future and financial luck fills those empty slots. Sign 6. New challenges feel less scary. It's not that you're completely fearless, but you find yourself thinking maybe you'll try more often. Sagittarius' financial luck comes with challenges. If you wait for fear to disappear, it will never move. But now, fear is mixed with curiosity. If that's the case, your expansion luck is definitely moving. Sign 7. You notice yellow or gold colors are unconscious messages. You might notice yellow accessories, be drawn to gold jewelry, or feel attracted to golden tones. This is a sign that you're starting to align with the frequency of abundance. Financial luck is a frequency. When resistance fades and reception begins, the colors you notice change. Sign 8. Synchronicities increase. Someone mentions a person, and they contact you soon after. Information you've been looking for suddenly appears. Sagittarius is an expanding sign. Once in the flow, coincidences accelerate. Coincidences are the universe's way of saying now is the time to move. Sign 9. You stand taller. This is very important. Your posture changes. You naturally stand straighter, feel more confident, and don't shrink yourself as much as before. Financial luck is attracted to confident people. When you give yourself permission to receive, your body changes first. How do you feel? If even one applies, your financial luck has already started. Now, let's talk about the specific place we teased in Chapter 2. Sagittarius' financial luck explodes in March 26 when 3 things align: receiving, attracting, and deciding. The symbol of this alignment is the index finger of your right hand. The index finger points direction. It's the finger that declares I choose this, and the right hand grounds that choice into reality. When the expanding energy of Jupiter, your ruling planet, aligns with the will of your index finger, this becomes a place of powerful declaration, where emotional reactions, cosmic logic, and spiritual pull converge. If your right hand feels noteworthy now, unconsciously touching it, your gaze drifting to it, or imagining wearing a ring, this is already a sign. Energy arrives first as a feeling. Your body reacts before your mind understands. And right now, your body is already preparing. March 2026 is the month when the financial dominoes start falling as these 3 elements align. The index finger of your right hand is the first domino, a small action that triggers real change. But why does just wearing a ring work? It's not about mood or appearance. There's planetary logic behind it: the expanding energy of Jupiter, the sun's spotlight, Venus' abundance frequency, and even symbolic alignment with deities historically associated with prosperity. In the next chapter, we'll explain why wearing a ring on the index finger of your right hand makes financial luck a reality from planetary theory and spiritual perspectives, in a way that makes complete sense. Not just a feeling. You're already ready to receive, from a life of chasing to a life of being chosen, from a time of hesitation to moments of decision. This is the real turning point. Chapter 4: Why the index finger of the right hand. By now, you should have realized this is no coincidence. But Mr. Oyama, how can you be so sure? Noticing my right hand or making faster decisions could just be my mood. Great question, but if it were just mood, these things wouldn't happen in this order. First, your right hand feels noteworthy. Then, decisions get faster. Then, you feel positive about the future. This flow is a set. What do you mean? Noticing your right hand means preparation to move reality. Faster decisions mean the fog of hesitation has lifted. Feeling positive about the future means the expanding planet has returned. And these are connected, not separate. Within you, the switch to receiving flips. Preparation to attract is complete. And finally, the power to decide returns. So I've already started switching. Yes, the small signs you felt are sure indicators before luck moves. But why is it so focused on the right hand? That's today's certainty. Let's explain why the index finger of the right hand with logic, not just feeling. Logic means there's a reason anyone can understand. Yes, your ruling planet, the symbolism of fingers, and the March 2026 planetary alignment all align perfectly. I can't wait to hear it. Let's begin. First, the index finger is Jupiter's finger in Western astrology. Each finger is associated with a planet. The index finger corresponds to Jupiter. Jupiter rules expansion, success, development, social recognition, abundance, opportunities, trust, and authority, and it's your ruling planet. This is the first alignment. Sagittarius is born with the energy of the expanding planet. But that expansion doesn't happen by waiting. Sagittarius expands through action. Expansion doesn't just mean being lucky, it means widening connections, growing work scale, increasing recognition and trust, and ultimately thickening income flow. When Jupiter is strong, life moves toward expansion, not contraction, but stretching outward. The index finger symbolizes pointing direction. Go this way. I choose this. I will do this. It's where you express will outward. Will is weak if it stays only in your head. But the moment it's expressed through your body, it starts influencing reality. Wearing something on your index finger is a daily declaration to yourself. I am moving in this direction. What happens when these three align? The flow of Jupiter, the expanding planet, is here. You're a sign that thrives on action, and you use your index finger to declare direction. With expanding power, an active nature, and decisive action, hesitation fades, decisions speed up, opportunities are not missed, and results change. This is how energy grounds into reality. It may sound like astrological jargon, but it's very practical. You'll be able to embrace transformation, receive invitations positively, stop avoiding money talks, and value yourself a little more. These small changes accumulate to shift recognition, build trust, and move income. When the tailwind is blowing, you step forward and decide your direction. That's when luck becomes tangible results. Second, why the right hand? What about the left hand? That's important too. The right hand represents materialization, society, work, recognition, external results, and authority. The left hand represents inner needs and emotions. The theme this time isn't inner preparation, it's real money, real recognition, real income. That's why it's the right hand. The index finger of your right hand is where you show the world your declaration of I choose this. This is the second alignment. Third, the March 2026 planetary alignment. In March 2026, the Sun activates your action sector, Venus strengthens your value and financial luck, and Jupiter blows a tailwind of expansion. These three are intertwined simultaneously. This is rare. The Sun spotlight, Venus abundance, Jupiter expansion, a month where the cause-effect of acting, being recognized, gaining trust, and increasing income flows very smoothly. And the first switch is decision-making. Sagittarius luck expands the moment you decide, so the index finger, which points direction, is the key. Fourth, the divine channel finger. Let's delve a little deeper. Throughout history, deities associated with prosperity and business success have symbolized expansion and circulation. Expansion as growth, circulation as movement. The index finger has the power to point, guide, and declare. Declarations move energy. I receive. I am abundant. I move forward. When this will takes form, spiritual energy finds a path. So this time, the index finger of your right hand is a divine channel, not a metaphor, but a real energetic reaction when symbolism aligns with planetary movement. Fifth, why small actions move reality, but does just wearing a ring really change things? The ring itself doesn't change anything, it's about solidifying your will. When you decide, your posture changes. Your posture changes your voice. Your voice changes others' impressions. Impressions change recognition. Recognition changes income. This is real cause and effect. The index finger is the first trigger, a small action that creates an expanding chain reaction. Sixth, why only Sagittarius responds strongly, other signs don't align this perfectly. Because Sagittarius is a child of Jupiter, the planet of increase. You are destined for large-scale abundance, but with conditions never stop. Decide and challenge. March 2026 is a month where these conditions align naturally. That's why explode is the right word. Seventh, you are worthy to receive. Let me say this clearly, you are worthy to receive. You've run the race, taken the challenges, and moved forward even while struggling. 2025 was preparation. March 2026 is harvest. You don't need to hesitate or shrink yourself. You are on the receiving side, and the switch is the index finger of your right hand. This is our conclusion. In the next chapter, we'll share a clear 12-day action plan to maximize this flow. You don't need to do anything difficult, no big investments or forced challenges. All you need are small, decisive actions. For the next 12 days, focus on these 7 things. You don't have to do all of them, even one will accelerate the flow. Tidy your entrance. Sagittarius luck comes from outside. Your entrance is the gateway for opportunities. Align your shoes. Don't leave unnecessary items, or just wipe the floor lightly. This isn't just feng shui, it's an unconscious declaration of I am ready to receive. When you tidy the entrance, the flow coming in also aligns. Shop with your right hand. It can be something small at a convenience store or vending machine. Pay with your right hand. Hold your card with your right hand. This ingrains in your body, I move reality. The more you repeat it, the stronger your will becomes. Wear yellow or gold, these are Jupiter's colors. Small accessories, jewelry, or even a handkerchief work. Colors are frequencies. This adjusts your vibration to receiving mode. Throw away one bag of unused items before expansion comes. Release, make space before receiving. Throw away one bag of clothes, documents, or unused items. Space creates room for opportunities. Look up at the sky in the morning, even just 10 seconds a day. Looking at the sky means looking at the future. It's a silent permission to yourself, I am allowed to expand. This alone changes your posture. Treat yourself to something small, even 500 yen for coffee works. Create circulation. Money is energy. It stagnates when stopped and grows when circulated. This is a declaration, I can keep energy flowing. Wear a ring on your index finger. The core action, wear a ring if you have one. If not, just touch your index finger. Say silently, I choose this future. No grand ceremony needed, quiet but decisive. Sagittarius luck expands the moment you decide. The key here, these 12 days are not for observing, they are for deciding. You move, so luck moves. You decide, so reality is determined. 2025 was preparation. March 2026 is harvest. You don't need to hesitate or shrink yourself, you are on the